I was the kid that drew on her parents' walls. Growing up, when they would send me to my room for punishment, I would draw on my parents' walls, right? So that was me kind of creating my purpose life very early in life. I went to school for graphic design and fashion marketing at Art Institute of Atlanta. Went on to get an undergrad from Savannah College of Art and Design, and then also just finished an MFA in painting at Georgia State University. So overall, probably well over a decade I've been painting and creating. I'm used to working in various mediums, and I see that I can speak and say things in different ways with various mediums, right? So with photography, with sculpture, and large-scale mural works, I get to create like this language of dominance. I get to like enmesh and engulf people in my work and what I'm trying to say or what I'm trying to relate in a myriad of different ways. A lot of times I feel like I'm, especially those that are public access, making it available to the community, making it available to the public. A lot of people travel through MARTA, a lot of people travel up and down the street, and it gives you access. I greatly appreciate zone-specific works that allow me to give that access. Artists are vocal and artists are wise, and we ask questions. As I research and study, it helps me to develop my work, and I believe we all should ask, why is it like that, and how can we create something different? What does African American or African ascended mythology look like? What is our creative imagination? What is our Wizard of Oz? What is our Willy Wonka chocolate factory? What is our Where the Wild Things Are? And so for me, I'm creating those worlds for African ascended women. And so with that, I engage in the collapsing of hierarchies of nature, animals, and women. And you know, the premise of that is still old world traditional, and as well as engaging indigenous language in which all are thou. There is no separation between man having hierarchy and animal being below, or man having dominion in some way, but collapsing that and saying that we all come together, that we are all one, we are all representations of creation, we all carry a spirit, we all are holy. And so with that language, I am able to create these imaginary deities that are able to occupy material and spiritual worlds. The women can, be 10 feet tall. They can be of large scale on a mural, or they can occupy a sushi restaurant and encourage social distancing. I am responsible for my mythology. I'm responsible for the stories that I put out. I am responsible for the stories because they're a language of resistance that says, I matter as a woman, I matter as a person of color, I matter as a human being. And my stories should be told, right? So when you talk about generations of women not being able to tell their stories, generations of women not being heard, I get to take the responsibility upon myself in the place where we are right now to say I have the freedom to tell my story. I find that I get to have agency, I get to have authorship, and allow people to be within an environment that I create. And it allows me to give specifically African ascended women agency and centering, that they are not on the phrase or the margins, but they are, the protagonists in my body of work. And so, allowing people to be enmeshed in a world that I created, I don't think it's anything better than that.